Hello, my fellow Kea Health Club members. My name is Anthea. I am a Pilates instructor with Kea. But if we haven't had the opportunity to be in the Reformer studio together, we have an awesome opportunity today as I take you through a functional fitness circuit with a few Pilates influences. I do have quite an extensive background in personal training and fitness coaching, particularly in the endurance field. So hopefully this will give you a nice juicy sweat on with a few combinational moves, a few strength complexes that get your heart rate up. So with that said, just make sure you've got your water bottle, you've got your mat if you need one, and a sweat towel, and we are going to get straight into it. I'm going to talk you through what we're doing as we work. So I'm popping the timer on and you guys are going to stand on up. We are going to start with 40 seconds of work. Every exercise at 40 seconds. So hip distance apart with those heels. Squeeze the bottom forward and we're taking it down into a squat. As we come up, I want you to come up onto the toes, lower the toes and heels back down and fall straight back into that squat. So you're moving through a full range squat into a calf raise to warm up not only the frontal line of the body, but the posterior chain as well. This is a great way to start to just flush out, see how the body is showing up today and what you've got to give in today's circuit. Just 8 seconds left, and then we're moving on to our sway squat. Good job. So 20 seconds rest between each exercise, and you're only going to do one exercise every time. So we're moving on to our sway squat. So it's kind of going to be like an around the world. And what I want you to do is step in as you squat in 2, 1. Let's go. Sway, squat. Now I like my hands in a prayer position here. Just keeps my back arched, my shoulders lifted, and my chest proud. Good. Try and stay low. So a full range squat is bum level with knees. So get down lower than you think you can. You're over halfway. Sway squat, take it nice and wide. Whew. Should be nice and warm already. Keep it up, guys. In 3, in 2, in 1, rest. So your last squat complex is going to be a squat with a leg raise, a lateral leg raise, okay? So if you've done Pilates classes with me before, you'll know I always build on the same movement pattern. So you get a little bit of a fire. In 3, in 2, in 1. Come down for that static squat. As you come up, lift the left leg. Drop the left leg, come back into the squat, lift the right leg. Good, add a little bit of pace as soon as you found your balance. So now we're adding in a little bit of hip external rotators and some side obliques. So really spring out of that midfoot to get some height through the hips. And if you've got tight or grippy hip flexors, you might find that your range is a little lower, and that's okay. 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. We're now going to switch it up, moving to lunges. So activating those glutes a little more. So we're going to start with a lateral side lunge. We'll do one side, 1 the other. Starting in 7 seconds. By all means, if you need a drink, drink as we move. Drink as we move. All right. All the way into that right foot. Step out, circle to the left, drop down, sending the left glute back. Step through center. Now, I like my hands on my hips for this. Just make sure that my hips stay neutral, tracking parallel to the direction I'm working. A good thing you can do if you're doing lateral lunges at the start of the workout is increasing around the world with the knee. What it's going to do is just sort of warm up and open up through those hips so you can lunge deeper into the left or right glute. 5 seconds, keep the pace. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're going to move straight to the other side. So walk it on out. Always try to keep moving in your rest period so your heart rate stays nice and high. As you can see, I'm huffing and puffing, which is exactly what we should be doing. We got 4 seconds. all the way onto that left foot now. Lift up that right knee, swing it out, drop down. And you almost want to leap out and up out of the foot. So you should feel really light. Focus on lifting up and out rather than dumping down into the hips. Good, guys. 40 seconds flies when you're having fun. Now I have so many playlists that are throwbacks and just sort of easygoing tunes for sort of 20, 30-minute circuits. So if that interests you, just let me know and I'll include them next time. Good job, guys. From now, we're going to add that side lunge with a knee tuck. So just bringing the abdominals in. So we're switching back to the left side just to start working up the body before we move to our upper body circuit. 5 seconds. Get ready for that side lateral lunge. Let's go. Lift up. Come down. On the way up, take the knee across the body. Down, cross. So we're taking it out, tuck. So we're working side obliques. It's almost like a cross-body mountain climber. We're just standing. Take it down, take it up. Good. And you want to kind of try and fold over your front thigh here. The more you take it down, taking tummy to front thigh, the more activation you're going to have through the whole of the glutes. So bringing in glute min and med, not just glute max. 4 seconds. Rest, nice work. Straight into the other side. Drink by all means. Flush it out, walk it out, clap it out. Whatever you need to do to keep your energy high. Woo. Sun's coming out, it's spring. All right, load up that left leg. Pick it up, take it out. Take that right knee all the way over to that left hip. So lift up. Nice and tall. I really want you to think about growing light as you lift up. Crown of the head to the sky or the ceiling, wherever you're training today. Nothing better than the sun coming out when you're in the middle of movement. Good, guys. 5 seconds. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1, rest. Now to bring it all together, our third and final burner for our lunges is our skaters. So I want you to imagine you're on the ski field and we are going to cross our legs behind the body. So it's kind of like a moving curtsy lunge. Let's go. So you're going to hop onto the left leg, drop it back, then hop onto the right leg, drop it back. So as you start to find your balance, you'll take bigger jumps and drop down lower into that working leg, okay? So give it a go. Your hands can be wherever helps for your balance. And then start adding some pace because we've only got 15 seconds, guys. Let's go. Pump it out. Use those arms to drive the balance and land softly. Working on those glute stabilizers that help us when we're running, when we're cycling, any kind of active mobility. Well done. Take a drink, 30 seconds rest, and then we are on to our upper body circuit. So, upper body circuit. Today we're going to do a bit of a complex. It's all really built on body weight moves that actually encourage muscle adaptation and growth, particularly for women. So what I really want you to focus on doing is slowing it right down and working to the tempo that I provide. So you're still going to have a 40-second work period and 20 seconds rest between each exercise, but try and focus on form and slowing down rather than smashing out through the reps, okay? So we've got 13 seconds before we're on. Grab a drink, and we're going to start with a narrow to wide push-up. So set on up. You can be on your knees or your toes for demonstration purposes. I'm going knees. Draw the tailbone down towards the earth, hips up, and then you want to tuck in your lower abs. You're going to take it down nice and wide. Then as you come in, step the fingertips in closer, and then draw the elbows to the sideways. Push up. Step out, Elbows track on the diagonal, drop the chest to the floor, push up. Draw the hands in, take the elbows to the sideways. So we're switching the focus from chest, good, and then to triceps. Nice. Try and focus on the breathing. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Stay with it. Good. 20 seconds rest, and we're going to move straight to a basic back extension, a move you all have done in Pilates before. So lie down on that tummy, draw the tailbone down. Now we're going to start with our fingertips at our forehead, elbows out wide. Good. Sink the hips down into the earth, point the toes, squeeze the glutes, and lift up from the chest. Elbows out wide, inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. As you lift, I want you to focus on keeping that head down facing the ground so you don't end up in flexion. You don't need to place any extra stress through the neck. And try and lift from the chest line, not from the lower back. So even if your height is only an inch, we want to encourage opening and broadening across the collarbones. So we strengthen our chest rather than tighten up our lower back. Good, rest. Let's build on this. We're now going to add a push and a press forward. So we're going to come up for one basic back extension, press forward with the arms, draw the arms back, and then lower down. Aim for 6 to 8 reps in the full 40 seconds. Make sure you keep those glutes on. When you're ready, take the palms out wide, lift up into an E. Push the E forward away from you, keeping the same height. Draw the elbows past the shoulders, come down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lower. Lift up. Push forward. Hold the height. Draw back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, lower. Keep up. Good. Working at your own pace. Squeezing those glutes. Pointing those toes to stay active through the lower body. Stay with me. You're doing so well. Imagine a piece of paper between those shoulder blades. Last rep. Good. Rest. Now we're moving on to our single arm push up. So I want you to lie on down. And what you're going to do is take your bottom hand, hug your hip, your top hand in front of your bottom shoulder. Roll that top shoulder back, lift up through the bottom waist and push up with one arm. Inhale, lower down for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push up for 1. Inhale, lower down for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push up. Stick with my tempo, don't rush. And what I want you to think about is using that bottom arm to hold the waist and lift up. So try not to dump into your bottom hip. Stay active through the side waist and the obliques. And keep drawing that shoulder, that top shoulder away from the ear. Good. This can be hard if you've never done single arm push-ups. So just embrace moving in a new way. Last push-up, and then I want you to swing around. We're going to do the other side. Good, guys. We are doing so well. So set on up, find your comfy position. Draw your knees into 90 degrees. Top arm in front of shoulder, bottom arm hugs top hip. Roll that top shoulder back. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Good. So if there's one thing you focus on here, it's just try to avoid dumping down. Try to avoid this, okay? Resist on the way down. Take equal time on the way up and on the way down. You're over halfway. Stay with me. This is strength. Time under tension. Good, guys. Keep pushing. Should be nice and warm through that upper body now. And rest. Good. 30 seconds rest. We are finished with our upper body section and we are going to move to my favorite, abs. So abdominals today, we're going to focus on all parts, side obliques, working on rectus abdominis and transverse, so deep tissue and surface level core. Get a big drink in because you won't have any time during the last core section. So a lot of these influences will have come from the Reformer or Mat Pilates foundational exercises. So just kind of embrace moving in a new way. And remember what I said, the same principles, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds transition between each exercise. So you'll get a little bit of forgiving in there, a little bit of leeway. All right, we're 13 seconds away. So I want you to start, we're gonna lie on down and just start with your basic curl up. So draw the heels towards the bottom. Make sure you've got that blueberry-sized gap under the lower back. Take the elbows out wide, the fingertips to temples, take a breath in. And on the exhale, lift the chin to the sky. The main thing I want you to focus on is resting your head, your brain into those fingertips, keeping the chin off the chest and the elbows in the peripheral vision. So you walk the whole of the upper abdominal cavity. Good, keep breathing. Keep the feet flat on the floor. Focus on getting your breath in line with the movement. Inhale down, exhale up. Just wake up that core into the day. Rest. Okay, now we're going to add our knees to this. So I want you to take your legs to a reverse tabletop position. If you've got tight hip flexors, cross the ankles over. Otherwise, just have them in neutral with your ankles touching. And now from here, what we're going to do is what I call a cocoon. So you're going to draw the knees in towards the elbow to complete the curl up. Then return the knees back level with the hips. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl up. Tuck everything in together. Inhale, lower down. Good. So make sure your upper body and your lower body are doing equal work. So you really want the knees and the elbows to meet and tuck, like you're giving yourself a big hug. Almost like you feel like that lower back flattens into the earth as your knees tuck. And then you return back to neutral spine and pelvis as you push those knees back away. Good. Stay with it. Almost there. Rest. Okay, last move in this shape, what we're going to do is just do the knee tuck, holding the upper body curl up. So this one's a little bit more burny, but just try and embrace the move. And if worse comes to worse, just hold a curl up. There's always regressions that you can take, okay? When you're ready, curl up, hold the elbows in the peripheral, push the knees forward and back. Forward and back, and focus on drawing that tailbone down and the belly button down to the earth. Good. Forward and back. Forward and back. Keep the shoulder blades off the ground if you can. We're over halfway. Don't hold on to the breath. That's only going to make it harder. Push. You got it. Push. Hold on. Push. Keep curling up. Embrace the burn. We're only here for a short time. And rest. Feet to floor, elbows down. Take your hands out wide by your hips and get ready for a side-to-side reach. So what you're going to do is lift those legs to reverse tabletop, resettle in to find your neutral spine and pelvis, then take the arms level with the shoulders, 2 palms to the sky. Draw the tailbone and belly button down. Take the right palm, curl up to the left hip. Come back through center, lower down. Take the left palm to the right hip, crossing the body. And as you lift up and curl up, I want you to think about both shoulder blades lifting. So you're not dumping into the supporting shoulder. You're feeling both shoulder blades lift and then twist. Good. It's like almost like a lying down Russian twist if you think about it. Doing so well, guys. Stay with it. Core. So center line to stabilizing all our limbs. We haven't got that. We haven't got much. Inhale, rest. Good. From here, we're going to do single leg lowers, and you can do these in reverse tabletop or full leg extension. So I'm going to go for full leg extension, and you're going to point the toes. If you have tight hip flexors, by all means, come back to reverse tabletop whenever you need. Hands in a wide V. Take a breath. Inhale, lower. Exhale, draw the top leg back up level of the hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale, draw it back. So the work is also on the way up, guys. Really think about zipping in your waist like you're wearing the tightest belt and pair of jeans possible. Good, guys. Stay with it.
Doing so well. Over halfway. Soft bend in the knees is fine. And like I said, if you need to tap down with those toes in reverse tabletop, that's cool too. You do whatever is available to you today. Good, rest.
20 seconds rest. Of course, if you ever need a drink, just grab a drink. There's no harm in that as well. We're going to do a a double leg extension hold, tapping, tapping, tapping with that pulse. And then we've got 2 side planks to finish off this circuit, round it out.
So reverse tabletop or full leg extension. Take the arms up to the sky or the ceiling. Breath in, slightly pronate the shoulders and lift. Aiming for the tops of those kneecaps if you're in reverse tabletop, or the tops of those shin bones and ankles if you're in full leg extension. So everything zipped on now. Core zipped on, squeezing those inner thighs and the tops of those thighs, those quads, to stay stable. Finish strong, guys. Lift and lower from under the sternum line. So just under that chest or breast line, guys. So close. In 3, in 2, in 1, rest. Good.
Last 2 minutes of work. We're going to do a 40-second plank hold on the right and a 40-second plank hold on the left. So finish strong. You can be on your palm or your forearm, you decide. I'm going to demonstrate one on each. So when you're ready, make sure the palm and the shoulder is stacked. And what I like to think about is your palm needs to be inverted so that your shoulder is closed. If your palm is like so, what you're doing is you're opening the shoulder joint, which makes it a lot more vulnerable to anything like rolling your shoulder out of the work. And then it makes it harder to actually stabilize. So when you lift up, push the hips to the sky. You need your top leg in front of your bottom leg, feet flat or on the side if you want a little bit more, and really focus on zipping up through that bottom side waist. You can take your hand to star for a little bit more if that's where you want to go. Good, guys. Let's hold for another 10 and 9, 8, lift it up, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Rest, 20 seconds rest. We're going to swivel over to the other side. Now, by all means, if you're a little more advanced, you can work through some hip dips and some follow throughs or some thread the needles, but I'm going to take the regression on the left side just to show you options by coming down on the forearm. Our last 40 seconds of work, lift on up. All right, zip up that bottom waist. Find your star or place your top hand on your top hip and really focus on making sure your hips stay neutral, parallel to the direction you're working, and you're lifting up and squeezing through that bottom waist. We are so close. I want you to hold it for another 10, another 9, another 8. Stay with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! Give yourself a clap, give yourself a pat, and grab your water bottle. That was such a quick 20-minute drill, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you moved in a way that you haven't in a little while and it offered you something different. For me, movement should be something that's enjoyed, but something that also fosters growth. So as best you can, if you love Pilates and you struggle with functional fitness combinations, bring in some Pilates influences into the functional circuit you're doing. Or vice versa. If you love functional fitness, but you struggle with reformer or you struggle with bar, bring some of those holds, some of those pulses into your functional fitness, favorite squat moves, favorite Bulgarian split squats, whatever it might be. And you'll find that you slowly start increasing your strength and endurance. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I cannot wait to work and teach with you in the new year. as soon as doors open. Take care and bye-bye.